Welcome back to the channel. Let's jump right into today's top stories. The Trump administration has revealed further details about its new Gold Card program, designed for wealthy foreigners willing to pay $5 million for temporary U.S. residency, with a pathway to citizenship. Unlike previous investor visas, this program does not require applicants to create jobs. Instead, Trump emphasized that these individuals will be successful people or people hired from companies. He also suggested that businesses could pay the fee to bring in top talent. Trump estimated that selling 10 million of these cards could generate $50 trillion, with $15 trillion going toward reducing the national debt. While key details remain unclear, Trump stated the program would launch within 2 weeks and replace the existing EB-5 visa program. In other news, Trump has called for the dismissal of U.S. military generals involved in the 2021 Afghanistan withdrawal, describing it as a disaster. He criticized the loss of U.S. military equipment to the Taliban, claiming that tens of billions of dollars worth of gear was abandoned. Trump also cited the closure of Bagram Air Base as a strategic failure, arguing that China has now taken control of the site, a claim Beijing denies. Meanwhile, controversy surrounds an AI-generated video shared by Trump on Truth Social, depicting Gaza transformed into a luxury resort. The video, aligning with Trump's vision of a Riviera of the Middle East, shows Hamas fighters dancing in bikinis, a golden Trump statue, and leaders such as Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Elon Musk appearing in celebratory scenes. The video follows months of Israeli military operations in Gaza, which have resulted in widespread destruction, over 48,000 Palestinian casualties, and the displacement of nearly 2 million people. Jeff Bezos has announced a significant shift in the Washington Post's editorial stance, stating that the paper will now exclusively support free markets and personal liberties. As part of this shift, the publication will no longer run op-eds opposing these principles. Editorial page editor David Shipley resigned following the announcement. The Post's leadership insists the move is about clarifying the newspaper's values rather than aligning with any political party. In the intelligence sector, over 100 officers have been fired following discussions on a classified NSA messaging platform. The conversations, held within LGBTQ+ employee groups, covered topics including gender reassignment surgery and polyamory. While critics argue these were personal discussions, conservative activist Christopher Rufo described them as lurid sex chats and claimed that taxpayer-funded intelligence networks were being used for inappropriate content. Some defend the participants, arguing the discussions were routine and misrepresented. In economic news, President Trump has announced plans to impose a 25% tariff on European cars and other goods, accusing the European Union of unfair trade practices. Trump stated, "They don't accept our cars, they don't accept our farm products, and we accept everything of theirs." The EU has vowed to retaliate against any new tariffs, calling them unjustified and a threat to global trade stability. Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is set to meet with Trump to finalize an economic agreement granting the U.S. access to Ukraine's rare earth minerals, potentially valued at trillions of dollars. Trump has emphasized the wealth-generating potential of the deal, while making it clear that Ukraine should abandon its aspirations of joining NATO. Zelensky, while confirming the economic deal, maintains that security guarantees from the U.S. and Europe remain a priority in Ukraine's defense against Russia. Finally, the Trump administration has directed federal agencies to prepare for large-scale layoffs by mid-March 2025 as part of a broader government downsizing effort. A memo from administration officials describes federal operations as inefficient and overly costly, with Trump himself stating, "The federal government is costly, inefficient, and deeply in debt." That's all for tonight's news update. Thank you for joining us. We'll continue to monitor these stories and bring you the latest developments. Stay safe, stay informed, and have a good night. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update.